subscribers because Lemmy didn't trust the process and he forced the issue. But King Bach was able to find a silent investor that financially helped with the development of shows like CG Lemmy will blame it on Play, which mind you, the Storm secured this show. You're My Boyfriend with B Simone, mind you, King Bach secured this show. Lemmy didn't even do this. And he controls the finances and majority of logistics regarding the Zeus network. So once socials became successful, he switched on the co-founders and blocked them out of their company accounts and has since then said that he's the sole contributor to the Zeus network, the only founder. He did everything by himself. Even though Lemmy has blocked Amanda Kingbach, the Storm, from their company accounts, they are still seen as Zeus co-founders on paper. So therefore, they still pay K1 taxes on the business based off of the revenue that Zeus has made since after they were blocked from the company, even though they have not made a dime from the company. Like imagine having to pay taxes on a business that was stolen from you and you have not been able to profit on. And mind you, they're taking him to court, but Lemmy's dragging out the court battle because he says a lie in one court date and then they have to wait months for another court date. In fact, the Storm said that they paid over $1 million in legal fees alone. But the Storm also said that the reason why they got was
This is the kind of revelation that flips an entire case on its head. Something just dropped that nobody saw coming. And trust me, it changed.
We had a falling out because a good friend of ours, who is now a successful Latin artist and used to be Lemmy's assistant, was that he sexually assaulted her.
And of course, after the Storm posted this video, including those essay,
Hey y'all, hey.
statement, but Lemmy never blatantly denied the essay allegations at least. Like he said,
What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday Eve. 1 second. Let me see what I could do. How's everybody doing? This glare, I'm trying to cut it out. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? It's not a lot going on, but we're going to get into some stuff. Good morning, James. Good morning. Good morning. We're going to get into some stuff. Who do I want to talk about? Oh, I want to get into Nas, his grand opening of his casino in Queens. It looked like a grand event. I may go visit. You know, I'm not a gambler, but I may go visit just to check out the scene. You know, he was approved and Jay-Z was not. Okay. And because as you all know, Jay-Z was trying to build a casino in the middle of Times Square, and they said, no, 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 especially with your partner being tied to the cartel. No, you will not do the 52 fake out like you did the Barclays Center. But 50 was approved. Yep, for his plan in Hollywood in Times Square. 50 Cent was approved. Okay. So that should be popping. I'm gonna try to go visit that. Okay. In the summer. And who else we want to get into? The backlash from Megan Thee Stallion. I've never seen so many people so upset because she broke up with someone because they cheated on her. And now like they want to continue to like slut shame and bring up all her past relationships. Like the double standard is killing me. Okay. Like the video, like the video, like the video, like the video. And then I want to touch on the fallout from Zeus. As you all know, the Puerto Rican princess came out here so-called exposing Lemon. And I told y'all she capped for that because the only reason why she exposing Lemon Pepper Stepper is because she can't get her way. And still, Jocelyn, after all these years, you still do not know how to do business with your contracts and everything. And you still are being pimped. And this is my thing about it. Because she claimed Lemmy treated her so bad. Where was Ballistic, your husband? Because I know if somebody was treating me like that, my husband suck. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not surprised. But more and more people are coming out, and I told y'all, Jocelyn got some nerve calling herself exposing Lemmy when she about 2 steps behind him with that Jocelyn's cabaret, the way she exploit women. Okay, let's just talk about it. Also, I want to touch on D4vid, the case. Oh my God, that case. In my opinion, he is guilty. He met that little girl through Roblox. See, that's why you gotta watch your kids, man, on these video games and stuff like that. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Please like the video. I hopped on here. I gotta give YouTube a chance to send out some notifications, but there's a lot of demonic shit going on now. That D4vid guy, he need to be under the jail. Mm-hmm. Yes, get these likes up. Get these likes up. I guess I'll start off with David. They are prepping for his preliminary hearing to bring down the indictment or the charges. And so they've been in court all week, and a lot of details are leaking everywhere. Text messages, things like that. So I want to get into the updates. Hold on. Y'all get these likes up. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Y'all get these likes up. But I just think it's a really, really, really disgusting situation with David. I really, really do. But with this evidence before the preliminary hearing, I really feel like they got a strong damn case. But I always said, what took them so long to arrest him? I mean, the girl body was found in his car, okay? So much is coming out. This case is disturbing, okay? And I it just makes me wonder about like the parents. They said the parents will always report her as a runaway. This girl was with this guy in like London, traveling all over with him. His friend circle knew he was dating a minor. I feel like other people need to be charged. Latin version of Clarissa Shields. Child. It is very graphic, and the way he mutilated her body. Oh my God, you gotta be a sick mofo. You gotta be a sick mofo. Let's get into it. I'm gonna go with this one. Shout out to Kadisha Lynn. I love her commentary. Everything we discuss here falls under fair use, fair use, fair use. Yes, Nazaya too, child. We are here to just give our opinions on trending topics. We're not here to bully or harass. We're just here to educate the people so that we could come up with a calculated assessment, if you will, of what's going on with all these different situations. I'm gonna touch on a variety of things, not a crew. It wasn't really nothing pressing, wrestler coleslaw crash out. Her and Pompousse is out here jogging like they unbothered by Maserati, but like y'all weren't in the same. Y'all both sick motherfuckers. Pompousse, get your divorce. You jogging and running. You need to run your ass to the courthouse and set Remy Ma free. Like, come on. What is the point of y'all being married when you carry on with a whole nother person? We'll get to that later. First up, let's get into David, because this is sick.
Holy shoot. Head on over to BetMGM today to try your luck. $5 a day invested for 1 year, and you could have $1,900. $5 a day.
We're about to go over the whole entire David case court document that gives all of the details about Celeste Rivas Hernandez. So buckle up because this one might be a long one. It starts out saying how Celeste was found in the front of David's Tesla. And it says surveillance video and other evidence confirm the defendant was the last person to drive that vehicle on July 29th of 2025 before he...
And it's a Tesla. Don't they got 24-hour surveillance on Tesla? Like... when they arrested him, I'm like, what took y'all so long? Y'all just letting this predator run free? What took y'all? I mean, y'all don't think it was enough that a body was found in his car to get an arrest warrant? Chill.
Los Angeles on a concert tour. And then it goes on how David's car got towed and how they found Celeste Rivas Hernandez in the front of his Tesla at the tow yard. And then it goes on to say that David and Celeste began a relationship in November of 2023 when the victim was just 13 years old and David was 18. Detectives learned...
Yuck. What does an 18-year-old have in common with a 13-year-old? Seriously. And I want to know more about, because they said the father his father is an attorney, but is connected to Epstein, the epilator. Ciao.
That Celeste had been reported missing to the Riverside County Sheriff's Department by her family who lived in Lake Elsinore in February and April of 2024. Riverside Sheriff Department called David on February 17th of 2024 after they identified a phone number in Celeste's phone records that belonged to him. In that phone call, David claimed that he had spoken to her last on February 13th or 14th of 2024. Now, mind you guys, this is around the same time frame where that email was sent to David's management team. David stated to the police that he was unaware that she was a minor and that she had been reported missing. Police advised him that Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department deputies would be coming to his home. David was living at his old home, which is 804 North Doheny, and the Riverside Sheriff's Department requested that the LAPD conduct a welfare check at David's home. The deputies went to David's home that night at 8:15 p.m. and informed him that the victim was a 13-year-old runaway. David once again claimed that he was unaware she was a minor and that he had only met her once in person in November.
Ciao. So the parents reported her as a runaway. Yes, can we get the lights up, please? The parents reported her as a runaway. They approached David and he denied not knowing she was a minor. The girl looked young. She looked like a baby.
Of 2023. However, David showed deputies a yearbook photo of Celeste that he had on his cell phone. Although he claimed to
Okay, and I see y'all talking about the Julio Fulio case. Yeah. Oh girl, it looked like she about to get a mistrial or something, or a new trial. But it's interesting, the details. Ain't no way that girl didn't know what was going on now. I'm just saying.
unaware of who she was at that time, she returned home 2 days later. Despite being informed by law enforcement that Celeste was only 13, David continued to pursue her. After Celeste returned home in February of 2024, her parents took her cell phone away. David drove to Lake Elsinore.
So there was some consequences, okay? But when a predator wants to prey, they go by the lengths that he went through to stay in communication with her. Disgusting.
And paid a junior high school student in the victim's class $1,000 to give her a cell phone that David purchased so they could stay in contact with one another. And I'd assume this was this photo that was taken of David in Lake Elsinore, literally just around the corner from where Celeste lived. Throughout 2024, Celeste spent a significant amount of time with David, including summer weekends at his home in the Hollywood Hills and traveling with him to Las Vegas, London, and Texas to meet his family. Guys,
like, how was she able to travel all those places as a minor? Shit is weird. And what's up with David's family? You could tell that girl was young. Yo, he was carrying on.
That's exactly why his family was subpoenaed to that grand jury and they didn't want to go. Text exchanges between Celeste and David contain references to physical relations, pregnancy, abortion, and the use of Plan B. There's also explicit photographs documenting and corroborating their physical relationship. In November of 2024, David and Celeste broke up. Although they continue to communicate, and text message suggests that they also continue to have relations. April 23rd of 2025 is the likely date of Celeste's death, when all of her cellular activity ceased. The night prior, April 22nd of 2020.
And the family, I believe David family knew he was a creep. I believe, hands down. This was his behavior over and over again. There's other victims that are coming forward. But he has a very, very, very dark demonic soul. I mean, to cut off her fingers. I was watching Armand, and a caller called in and said, like, he was into anime and the Japanese lifestyle, and the cutting of the fingers, that is one of the rituals they do in anime or something like that. It's and they still can't find her fingers. David, what did you do with that girl fingers? You was trying to keep it as a trophy? Sick. You know, this remind me of that scene, remember on Dead Presidents when they was in the jungle fighting the Vietnam War and Loco, Crazy One, cut off the veteran's head and carried it around as a trophy? That's what this is giving. Yuck.
5, David and Celeste engaged in a lengthy argument described in detail in their text messages. These messages reveal that Celeste was jealous over David's relationship with other women, as David led her to believe that they had a future together. She became extremely upset and threatened to disclose damaging information about her relationship with David to end his career and destroy.
There you have it. Motive. And that though just goes to show he knew what he was doing was wrong. He knew what he was doing wrong, but he was out here in plain sight. And I'm gonna try to find a video, y'all. There was video of him, a gathering with him and his friends, and they was out loud like, is he still dating that minor? Ain't nobody do nothing about it. Ciao.
Life. David's first studio album was to be released on April 25th of 2025, and he had a multi-million-dollar career already in progress. He also had multiple product endorsements, which were highly profitable. At approximately
Child, there you have it. It's all a part of the motive, because if he was exposed, he would have lost all of his brand deals, and it would have tanked his album or whatever. Please like the video. I see 15 watching. I need y'all to like the video. We are getting into the D4vid case. Oh my god, the details are so gruesome. It's disgusting. I know I seen a video of her brother. He completely lost his mind. Like it's crazy.
40 p.m. on April 23rd of 2025, David sent an Uber to transport Celeste from her Lake Elsinore home to his residence. They communicated before and during the Uber ride, which dropped her off at David's Hollywood home around 10:10 p.m. Approximately 10:30.
Child, talk about America's dumbest criminal, okay? He left a digital footprint everywhere, which, thank God, okay? Because they probably wouldn't have been able to piece all of this together. But, like, y'all gonna hear, he was like Ubering, or what do you call it? He was Amazoning, what you call it? Chainsaws and body bags and pools and stuff. Yo, this shit.
David sent text messages to Celeste inquiring where she was. The people contend that this was part of David's premeditated plan to cover up the death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez, as she was already gone by this time, knowing he had to silence her before she ruined his music career as she had threatened. Very soon after her arrival at his home, David the victim to death multiple times and stood by while she bled.
That's some sick demonic shit, y'all.
Call law enforcement or 911 or take her to the emergency room in an attempt to save her life. Despite knowing that she was gone and her family was trying to find her, the evidence will show that David lied and claimed that he didn't know where she was. In fact, David drove to Santa Barbara County immediately after she passed away, attempting to dispose of her property and destroy evidence. At approximately 11:30 p.m. on April 23rd of 2025, he drove away from his home as he texted and called Celeste's phone asking where she was. Again, these were acts calculated and planned to set up his defense within a very short timeline after she passed away. David drove his Tesla north on the 101 freeway to San Marcos Pass Road on State Route 154 near Lake Chuma in Santa Barbara County. He returned home early the following morning on April 24th of 2025 before going to a radio interview for the release of his album that week. He sent 2 additional texts to Celeste's phone that day, which obviously went unanswered because she was already gone. After April,
that just goes to show how calculated and how premeditated this was. And Cece, I agree with you. Why are they having a trial? And with all this evidence at the preliminary, because the preliminary hearing is set, I think, for May 26th. Do you think they're going to strike a deal like they did Jarvis Butts? And then we'll never know? We'll never know the details? Stupid is forever. Yes. Do you think? And they also saying the DEA TH penalty is on the table for sure. What kind of deal would you? I don't. I think with our justice system, I think in certain situations a deal shouldn't be allowed, and I believe it will be up to the family, child.
6th of 2025, David never attempted to contact her again. David purchased tools to carry out his plan to dispose of Celeste. On April 24th of 2025, he ordered a shovel from Home Depot that was delivered to his home from Postmates. On May 1st of 2025, he ordered and had Amazon delivered 2 chainsaws to his home. On May 5th of 2025, David ordered and Amazon delivered a body bag, heavy-duty laundry bags, and a blue inflatable pool to his home. He made the
What are you, an idiot? You know they're going to be able to trace all of this back to you. Like, they got a lot of evidence on him. If he go to trial, he dumb. He dumb. Only thing I could see them making a deal is to take the death penalty off the table and he just get life in prison. But David, you in trouble, boy. You in trouble, especially in them California penitentiaries. You in trouble, boy.
Purchases under the fake name Victoria Mendez. On May 8th of 2025, David returned to the same area in Santa Barbara County, leaving his home around 11:30 p.m. He returned to the area again on May 31st of 2025. This is an isolated site off of State Route 154 where the victim's identification was discovered in January of 2026. Additionally, on July 7th of 2025, David ordered and had a Amazon delivered burn cage to his home under the same fake name as a part of his plan to get rid of evidence. David then took horrifying measures to destroy and discard of Celeste Rivas Hernandez after placing her into a blue inflatable pool to prevent a mess. And this was in his garage floor. He used a chainsaw and perhaps other tools to dismember. Small blue plastic fragments were found embedded in her remains, which were collected by the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner.
That's some sick, demonic shit right there. If you ask me, he probably done this before. Nah, I'm not going to say that. Nah, because he real amateur. Ordering everything on Amazon, creating digital footprints, and think, nah.
And those fragments were analyzed by the LAPD's Forensic Science Division. And an expert was able to make a physical match from the blue fragments to the blue inflatable pool purchased by David in May of 2025. In order for David to distance himself from Celeste Rivas Hernandez, he took off her left ring and pinky fingers because her ring finger contained a tattoo of his name, which we have all seen by now.
She was really in love with this creep.
Recovered. David then placed her head and torso in the body bag that he purchased and placed her limbs in a garbage bag, which he deposited in the front trunk of Tesla. For weeks or possibly months, David left her inside that trunk of the Tesla. He lied to his friends, business associates, and others who noticed a strong smell of decay in or around his home and vehicle. Which is crazy because there was actually a live stream where people were bringing up a really bad smell. Before leaving on his concert tour at the end of July, he parked his Tesla on the street around the corner from his home. LAPD served a search warrant at David's home at 1368 Doha Doheny on September 17, 2025, after Celeste Rivas was identified. Inside the garage, detectives discovered evidence consistent with the dismemberment of Celeste Rivas in an inflatable pool, which contained multiple linear cuts. They took several biological samples which tested positive for blood, and they were collected within the garage. DNA analysis determined the samples matched Celeste Rivas Hernandez's genetic profile. On December 9th, 2025, the medical examiner ruled Celeste Rivas' death a homicide caused by 2 penetrating injuries. January 17th, 2025, Celeste's passport was found by a call train worker off of State Route 154 in Santa Barbara County. And now they get into the evidence that they are going to bring up in the preliminary hearing, which is a big deal. But also remember, guys, this is not everything that they're actually going to show during trial. They only have to show a little bit.
This is not even everything. This is nuts. Yeah, and they said he met her on Roblox, the video game. Y'all better watch your kids on them games.
Preliminary hearing. So I wonder what else they have. They're going to use descriptions of photographs depicting Celeste with no clothes on, as well as when she was engaged with David in physical activities when she was only 13. Because this evidence is CSAM, the photographs themselves will not be presented. This part's interesting. While all possible charges that could be proven were not filed, the CSAM is proof of their ongoing relationship while Celeste was 13 and 14 years old. There is also numerous text messages between David and Celeste that gives evidence of their relationship, pregnancy, abortion, and the use of Plan B emergency contraceptives. Messages through March 2025 prove David continued to manipulate her.
You know what be crazy about these predators? They ain't even smart enough to use condoms. Same thing with Jarvis Butts and Isaiah Harris. They ain't even smart enough to use condoms. They dumb.
She messaged, all we do is have physical relations and just hang out, man. I want more than that for myself. These messages were obtained from David's iCloud data. David's cellular activities and communications from his iPhone and Tesla showed David's activities from April 22nd, 2025 through April 24th of 2025, including a trip to Santa Barbara County in the middle of the night after Celeste Rivas Hernandez arrived at his Hollywood home. Surveillance video of David driving his Tesla on July 29th of 2025 for the last time before parking the vehicle and leaving on tour at the end of July. DNA evidence developed from the stains collected from Celeste Rivas Hernandez in the garage, which matched her genetic profile. Proof of David's Amazon purchases and deliveries to his residence, including 2 chainsaws, the body bag, an inflatable pool, heavy-duty laundry bags, and a burn cage after April 24th of 2025. Proof of David's purchase and delivery from Postmates of a shovel from Home Depot to his home on April 24th of 2025. Uber records showing David's transaction where he ordered an Uber to pick up Celeste from her Lake Elsinore home and transport him to his residence the night of April 23rd of 2025. Proof of David's lucrative career as a singer and songwriter prior to April 23rd of 2025. David also had an album release party the night of April 24th of 2025 before embarking on an international tour in late July of 2025. So going to use text message exchanges between David and Celeste on April 22nd and April 23rd of 2025, where Celeste threatened to expose David and destroy his career. This, just for the preliminary hearing, is a lot, honestly. Like, I think he's definitely...
It's a lot. They have a lot for it. So you can only imagine what else they have on top of this. Like, this is enough. If you ask me, he left a trail of evidence like America's Dumbest Criminal. It's nuts. Let me see. Her brother spoke out. Let me see if I can find it.
Just getting started, dog on it.
All right, here it is. This is Celeste's older brother. He's speaking out.
Oh, I want for you to be Sal. 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 No se ponga bruta. No te enojes tanto. Bro, get out, bro. Sal. No te pongas está bien. Yo creo que todo así, yo creo que todo el tiempo es bruto. Okay. Sal. No, bro. I don't care, bro. I don't care, bro. I don't care about that shit, bro. You don't do that shit, abuela. You don't leave somebody you love to put somebody else, bro. No, well, that's some bullshit, bro. That shit hurt, bro. I'm sorry, Abuela. I don't want to scare at you, bro. I just, bro, my heart hurt, bro. I'm sorry, Abuela. I didn't mean to scare you. All I wanted for you to be silent. Silent.
Clearly, he's very emotional. And as he should be. This is somebody driving David's Tesla right before.
That private investigator has now uncovered surveillance footage from July 29th showing an individual driving the Tesla. They also mentioned the individual that moved the Tesla from one point to another, rolled down the window when it was only 77 degrees out roughly. They also hung an air freshener from the front rear view mirror. The private investigator said that the video was so clear and that the individual drove right past the camera, therefore he was able to see very clearly who was in the vehicle. The private investigator said, quote, the Tesla comes very close to a camera, although there is some motion blur. They continued by saying, quote, but you can see the person. They go on to state that the individual driving was also wearing something very distinctive, and that the private investigator was able to obtain video.
That's what I'm saying. Is are other people going to be arrested? All right. Also, there were some messages leaked during this investigation. Let's get into that, child.
So David's messages got leaked that had his thoughts when the investigation was ongoing for Celeste Rivas Hernandez. And these messages were leaked by a singer named Caden Nice, who has had an online relationship with David for years. And big apologies to Caden Nice, because I did think that these DMs ended up.
Please like the video, as they should. Everyone involved should be arrested. Absolutely. Come on now. Nobody went to the authorities.
Being fake, but after some research, comes to find out they are actually real. Found out one way where you can make sure that this is actually David's account, and it's to scroll to the top of the messages, and where it says view profile, then you would click on it, and if it takes you to David's page, then you know that these DMs are legitimate. And after he reassured me this is real, he did send me that exact video that I asked for, and just watch. So after doing all of my research, running it through AI, also doing the way where you can verify this is a real message, and also his words saying that they are a real message, and seeing the messages that he had with David all the way since 2023, it seems like these DMs are accurate. But now let's get into what they actually say. So on October 15th at 10:30, he said to David, I pray it's just all misinformation. The internet sucks. David says it really does. So much twisted and fake. He responds, I'm sorry, dude. And David said, God bless you, twin. Keep going with your music. Don't stop for nothing. And mind you, in October was literally just a month after Celeste Rivas Hernandez has been identified in the front of David's Tesla. On December 18th, this Caden kid messages David and says, I know you're innocent, bro, but why can't the world know? These people are stupid. Anyways, David responded to this saying, ha ha ha, with all humility, I would phrase it as mere ignorance rather than unintelligence. Trust in God, my friend. How has your journey into faith been going? And then David proceeds to tell him different things about the Bible, recommending things about the Bible. And then Caden responds, damn, dude, thank you. And then he says, bro, of course, my goat. When people stop.
What did the Bible got to do with it? Did the Bible come into play before you took that little girl life? These people kill me with their false prophetry. Okay.
Stalking my Instagram followers to make conspiracy theories. I gotta follow you back. And y'all remember
They are worshiping the devil. That's what they doing.
the rumors that were going around? People swore they kept seeing him active on different social media accounts when he was basically ghost. Well, based off these Instagram messages that I got from Kate and Niece, it seems like he really was active. And this message right here was very interesting because I've seen on Reddit where people were finding David's letterbox account where he was watching movies. And this is the account that they found on Reddit of David's letterbox account. And there was a lot of movies. So yeah, it coincides with what the messages are as well. Last time Kate and Niece actually talked to David was on March 28th, and he told him happy birthday, and David responded, "Thank you, brother." So this is literally just a couple of weeks before he was arrested. So definitely very interesting. You can see David's mindset. You can see him actually messaging with people on Instagram while this whole thing was going down. Also going to play a slowdown video that I made from his videos that he was sending me of these conversations. That way you guys can see how much they actually talked. This part takes a second because he was scrolling slower at the beginning.
That's April 5th, 2023. He said, "Hope you sell out everywhere." He said he got his ticket in Chicago yesterday. The heck?
And I put it in slow-mo. That way we can see. And I already went through all of them to see if anything was weird in any of them, like concerning Celeste. I didn't see anything.
Okay. All right. Also, he's definitely a creep because how could he continue to function after he did that to that little girl? Let me see. Here's some resurfaced video of David and Celeste on live before she went missing.
Really good. It's been a good one. Bye. Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my! Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes. Everything goes. Everything. Media.
I personally don't.
I media.
He's a weird. And people knew that he was dating this young girl. Thank you, Cece. Thank you. You know, like stories like this, it'd be hard for me to do because it's hard to detach emotionally from that.
What do you mean David was with another young girl at the same time that he was with Celeste Rivas Hernandez? All of this is just coming out, and this girl is not of age, and she gave all of her photos, text messages, and her own statements to the police that she was in a relationship with David. This young girl gave all of this information to Steve Fisher, the private investigator who has been looking into David and what happened to Celeste Rivas Hernandez before going to police. And they were able to find out that David was going back and forth between this girl and Celeste Rivas Hernandez at a different location on the same exact day, the day that she ran away for the very first time. And the day that this was all happening was on Valentine's Day. And Steve Fisher said there are tons of photos of these two romantically with one another, that there's no question about that. And the way that they are describing one of these photos of this girl and David in his home taking a photo in the mirror, I can assume that this is probably the photo that was released a couple months ago. Take a peep real quick at the background and all of the photos on the wall, because yes, there's no questions that that photo was in David's home because he took tons of photos in this mirror. What do you mean David was with another young girl at the same time?
So there's other victims that are coming out, and I think they fear, after Celeste went missing, they probably feared for their lives. But this is a producer asking David if he was still dating a minor, so people knew.
She's like, Whitaker? Fucking farm boy, I'll be just gonna freak out. Are you dating that? I love it. Fun. Is it Whitaker? Fucking farm boy, I'll be just gonna freak out. Are you dating that? I love it. Fun. Is it Whitaker? Fucking farm boy, I'll be just gonna.
Okay, so people were aware that he was dating underage girls. And my thing is, why didn't anybody report him? It's disgusting. But it just goes to show how the entourage, they don't care about who is a victim or not, as long as they get paid. We've seen it so many times with the R. Kelly case and things like that. His whole entourage enabled him. And I think that's the case here. And that's why I feel like there should be other charges brought forth. Oh gosh. I feel like it should be other people charged. I mean, they knew. Listen, the producer said, "Are you still dating that minor? Are you kidding me? What the hell?" People just sat around like do nothing or whatever. And I believe her parents knew, and they were reporting her as a runaway. And I heard commentary this morning like, sometimes police get tired of people reporting over and over again different situations or whatever. But still, as parents, you gotta fight for your kids. You gotta fight for your kids. The victims absolutely need justice, CC. I agree. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my eye out on this case. If you guys find stories and stuff on it, please send it to me via Instagram. Make sure y'all are following me. Yes, get these likes up. Um, the preliminary hearing is set for May 26th. I'm interested to see what the outcome is going to be. But he will not make it in prison long. He will not make it in prison, just like Jarvis Butts didn't make it or whatever. So, like, this whole case is disgusting, disgusting. And shame on all those adults that sat around and watched this go down. Like, on some real shit, you see something, you say something. Silence creates more victims. And as you can see, more victims are coming out. Let me see. I think Sloan had did a video on it. I love Sloan. Shout out to Sloan. Oh, David's brother, he came out and spoke. Hold on. They must have knew. They had to have known.
Relationship with Celeste. Like when David was on tour, David would send Caleb to go and get Celeste from the car or the hotel and make sure that she would get backstage okay. Caleb was not only an enabler in this situation, but he facilitated what happened between David and Celeste. And now he wants to make it very clear that he does not support what his brother did, and he's ready to expose this monster. So let's get into it. I already have updates for you guys in the David case because David's own family is starting to turn against him. At least his brother Caleb is. It also looks like Celeste Rivas Hernandez's brother is starting to speak out as well. The last time I talked to you guys, we spoke about wiretaps. We spoke about how much material was on David's phone, inappropriate material of children, which suggested to me that there's more victims than just Celeste. So honestly, I'm not surprised to hear that David has more victims coming forward, and I wouldn't be surprised if this becomes a bigger case than just Celeste. Well, Steve the investigator, who we are.
Hey, Diamond Diva, what's going on? What's going on? We just touching on this David case, giving you guys some updates or whatever. The preliminary hearing, I'm trying to like get this clear together. I don't know. The preliminary hearing is due to start May 26th, but a lot of people failed this young lady.
Let me know if you guys want him to come onto the channel sometime. Said that I have another minor that I've been in touch with for months, and there is photographic evidence of her and David together at his rental home, which is an illegal relationship.
So we just saw that, okay. And the investigator, he did go on to Law and Crime, and he talked about how much evidence he has gathered and turned over to the police. And he said multiple victims are coming forward now because they were scared. They wanted to make sure he was in prison before they spoke. It's sad. It is sad. It's like Naziah Harris all over again. So I mean, it's not only in Black communities, Spanish communities, and things like that. And see, predators like David, they prey upon the weak. They look for young girls that are in broken homes, who don't have a support system. And they lure them away from their family and they pounce, okay? And it is said that he met her through the game Roblox. And that's what parents need to watch their children on these video games online, because these predators are in these video games lurking. Okay, you have to teach your kids, do not meet up. These people are strangers. You do not know them. You don't know what they're capable of.
Doesn't know if the officers will do anything with this information of David with another minor, but it does seem like now that he's locked up, more people are willing to speak out. He said in an interview that they're more comfortable now that David's behind bars. They still don't want to go public, but they're willing to talk to law enforcement. Which kind of reminds me of when a bad guy is taken down, a lot of people come out from the woodworks, not because like they didn't want to speak up, but he's finally behind bars and they want to keep it that way, which I find really honorable that these victims are willing to go and speak to law enforcement to try to ensure that he never does this to any other girl again. This person wrote on X, a new girl that David had dated in 2013 while she was underage has gotten in touch with me, and she has multiple screenshots of everything that happened between them. Just know that there could be even more, and any people comfortable enough to come out, please do. We will do our best to help. You guys may remember that Celeste had a tattoo on her finger, which is one of the indicators that it was in fact Celeste. He has a matching tattoo. She did have a David tattoo, but he cut off that finger so they would not find it. David said in this text message to another underage girl that I would love to have a public relationship with someone, but the way that this is going, we have to be a secret or something. And it seems like David was an act.
That shows that he knows what he was doing was wrong. The fact that he was able to groom and hide the situation. Look at what he did. Like, Celeste's parents took her phone away. He went to the school and paid one of the students $1,000 to give her another phone. It shows how calculated and manipulative he is. And that's why we got to teach our young kids, like, about predatory behavior on some real shit. We need to educate them. Because a lot of our young girls are falling prey to these predators. Seriously. And if we do not teach them, they grow up to be Nicki Minaj's. Said what I said.
When it came to convincing these girls that they need to have these secret relationships, which is essentially like grooming by definition. This came from David. I would love to have a public relationship with someone, but the way that this is going, we have to be secret or something. I want you to be happy, but you still have so much left to do in these last 2 years of high school. Ew. And it may change your view on this entirely. And I will gladly wait for you for both in the right headspace when that time comes. I've actually seen past messages where he's kind of done this before. I wonder if he's kind of like Leonardo DiCaprio, where he has an age out number, like 2 more years of high school is like too old for him, which is
good point. Because when him and Celeste started talking, he was. I'm hearing different stories, different discrepancies. Some people say he was 18 and she was 13. Some people say he was 15 and she was like 10. Yeah, he's cooked, James. He's definitely cooked. He need to be under the prison. And I want to know his backstory. That family better speak out. Because obviously he was violated as a child to the point that he has a distorted point of view when it comes to sexual attraction. So I want to know a lot more because I didn't know about this guy. I didn't know about his music, nothing. Cause so when the reports started surfacing, I'm like, who is this D4vid person? But apparently he has a huge following or whatever. But I want to know his background. I want to know his background.
Disturbing. He added, please express yourself thoroughly. Please no OK or KK. I want to know everything going through your head. Well, I'm sure you do, because that's how you manipulate these girls.
D4vid had multiple minors in multiple houses at the same time. Private investigator Steve Fisher just did an exclusive interview where he gave brand new details on the case, and the stuff he was saying is crazy. So the investigator is now confirming that at the same time that Celeste was at that old house, he had another young girl at his new house, and he even says he has photos to prove it. He also confirmed that while Celeste was missing, her family knew where she was. She was seen at her neighbor's house. She was seen at family events, but somehow always ended up right back with D4vid. I mean, everyone around her failed her.
This person writes arrest everyone, parents included. Yeah, he did that stuff. Shaking my head. But in all reality, D4vid is truly the man that if you were to have a daughter or a son, or really a friend, a sister, you would not want this man around them because he's manipulative. He tries to put on this like emotional, emo type of guy, but in reality, he's a sociopath who wants to not only murder, but mutilate his victims who are preferably underaged. I mean, every single box is checked. I'm pretty sure he's got a first class flight ready to hell.
His third victim has officially come out anonymously in this Reddit post, stating this is victim 3. For those saying I didn't go to the authorities, that's the first thing I did. Like, are you guys serious? I went to the authorities. I'm involved in this. Your comments are insensitive and rude. I went through so much that you guys need to calm down and realize the victims went through so much. I know there are other girls out there like me. Does that mean that D4vid had more than 3 victims? It makes sense because she firsthand saw how many girls D4vid was grooming. And it could be backed up by the fact that D4vid had his whole phone full of CP. So it's bound to happen that there's even more than just 3 victims. I had a strong relationship with D4vid, and all the news that came out brought everything horrible back for me. And I want to be able to live my life without being in the D4vid case. I am doing everything I possibly can to help this case. This is exactly why I haven't come out to show my face to the media, because you are all like this. Be kind to those who are suffering through this. I have done everything possible. D4vid is not a good person, and I am lucky to be here. That's all. Thanks. And before y'all start saying this is a random person, this was D4vid's official Reddit forum. The mods say this message has been confirmed and verified by the mod team as genuine after today's news.
Like I said at the top of this video, D4vid's family is starting to turn against him, at least his brother Caleb. Now, he wrote on his Instagram story simply, all keywords, people interested in minors are, and R words, people who force themselves upon each other should die, period. So he pretty much called his brother a P word and an R word in one story. So he made his stance very clear. And honestly,
Yeah, but that wasn't enough for you to help that little girl. You facilitated them meeting up and things like that. Nothing clicked to you that this was wrong and I should not be participating in this. Make it make sense.
God, someone in his family is standing up against him. He even unfollowed D4vid on Instagram, and D4vid does continue to follow Caleb. Granted, D4vid does not have social media right now, so the timing's interesting. I'm surprised that Caleb didn't turn sooner. Maybe he believed his brother was innocent. Well, if Caleb ever wants to speak, as well as Asia and Neo Langston, I have been trying to open the doors for them to come onto the channel. I do not bite.
All right, so his family is starting to turn against him, I guess. I don't know. Like, he brought Celeste to meet you guys. Y'all didn't correct the situation then. Y'all ain't feel the need to contact her parents to figure out what was going on. Or was it that D4vid was the breadwinner? So we looked the other way. Right, James. Soon as he go to prison in California, it's a green light on his ass. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, I forgot Remy Ma. She is having an interview. Let me see if it came back on Jada and Joe and Jada podcast. Let me see if it came out. I'm waiting. I'm gonna come live once that interview drops. Let me check social media. Yes, we are here for it. Shout out to Anonymous T for putting us on. Oh, here it is. I might have to change this title. So, Big Bronx, Remy Ma pulls up on Joe and Jada on Netflix and talks Remy Ma Network. It's on Netflix? Hold on, y'all. I've been waiting for this to drop. Actually, I was trying to wait. Where's my Netflix? Fuck Hulk Hogan. They talking about real Americans. Fuck out of here. This is racist ass. Yeah, it's up there. Here we go.
I say it, it's like one of my models. People don't want what you give them. They want what you got. It's so funny because I hear people say it now. They probably don't even know that. People don't want what you give them. They want what you got. So you can give them a new house.
Yeah, what up, y'all? This is Joe Crack the Dawn. You know who it is, your boy Jada. It's the Joe and Jada show. Every show legendary, every show iconic. Pow, pow.
Make sure y'all like the video. So this is Remy Ma. She went on the podcast with Joe and Jada, which I think makes sense because fuck the Breakfast Club and fuck Way Up with Angela Yee because y'all don't let Clarissa Coleslaw Shield come on here and disrespect Remy all over the place. So I don't blame her. And why not go to where your family is, okay? And Joe always had her back. Always had her back. So let's get into it. I'm going to have to change the title of this. I was waiting till later to do this. We're going to have to chop and screw it, fast forward and stuff like that, because it's on Netflix and we don't need no strikes, okay? Fair use, fair use, fair use.
When you think of today's guest, you gotta think of bars. You gotta think of rest in peace, my brother Pun. You gotta think of a great mother. Always gotta put that first. You gotta think of somebody that's very outspoken but has a good heart. You gotta think of somebody with resilience. You gotta think of somebody that they counted out and doubted, and she came back even stronger. You gotta think of somebody who has her own network. You gotta think of somebody that's very passionate about a certain cloth of hip hop, and she makes sure that she represents that very well. I think about somebody that's been in the tabloids for the past few months. It's going crazy.
Like 2 years.
Are they going to get...
Excuse me, 2 years. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the queen, Remy Ma.
Okay, so let's start off. The shade already being thrown. They talk about she been in the tabloids for the past, she said like 2 years, okay? Oh my God, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. This is going to be good, okay? Like the video, and share this live.
Glad I could be here, guys.
What's up, sis? A lot of people was like, yo, we thought Rem would have been here. We wanted to get closer to the 100 episode milestone before we started bringing the locks and bringing you. That's just the cheat code. We actually was going to do you and the locks.
I know. I was waiting for smoke. I got so much shit myself. I had to map out.
We was going. That's what was the original plan was to bring. I was stuck in Miami for something. What was it? Yeah, you was snowstorm messed everything up. See, the plane crashed in the. You know, I was in LaGuardia that same day driving through the plane shit. Tell me you jumped through the fire.
It's the New York accents for me. All the New York accents. The different dialects. We got all different dialects going on here. We got the Bronx. And what the locks? They from where? Help me out, Naughty Crew. Where the Locks from? What part of New York? What borough they from? Yeah, Remy does look great. As she always does.
She was the only one that made. Nah, fuck it, it's going on. See, no, you call it cap on a real one. No, yo, Ram, come on, let's go, Ram. I don't let this guy. Because I be watching y'all. I watch y'all, you know? And I feel like my brother gets a lot of flack because people just don't be understanding how he tells stories. We spoke one time, right? In the beginning of the show. Jada, he's a Gemini like me. So I had to I noticed. Explain to him.
Gemini in the house. Gemini season is coming. You know we bringing the summer right. Shout out to the Geminis out there. Yes. Yes. And Remy looks great. She looks great. She looks unbothered. She looks free. Clarissa, if you copy this girl, you are demonic.
How I've been able to maneuver with this guy and get a word in, you know, throughout the years. You notice he's able to talk a little bit more now. He picked it up. I said, you have to first.
Yes, Remy Ma is a Gemini, and so is Jada Kiss. Gemini Nation in the house, okay? I might have to take this live down, but we're going to listen together, Naughty Crew, okay?
Zeus, understand Fat Joe Matt. If Joe says he was at the club, he came out, and there was 100 niggas out there. It was like 7 niggas out there. She verified. I like it. I think 14. But it was only him. So it appears it felt like they was all really a lot bigger than him. So in his mind's like, oh, they basically add up to about 100. Understood. If Joel comes and he says, we smacked the nigga's cheek off, the guy probably is not with us anymore. Smacking, you gotta understand the way he exaggerates. Yeah. He just smacked the cheek off, he's being nice. Like, you understand? And a lot of these stories I was there for, and I'd be like, nah, it really happened. Or in the beginning, there were times where he would tell me stories about people that were this big and they could hide behind the back and forth. And then you be with him, I'm with him at a party, and the guy walks up. So I'm saying, like, so my God is. So some of them. His name was Nelson. Joe Mad. Never a lie. Maybe a little gladiation. Little sasso, just a little dobo. Because he's a storyteller.
Not the sazon in the adobo. Oh, God. Not the sazon in the adobo. Hold on, I gotta plug up. Not the sazon in the adobo. If you know, you know. Oh. If you know, you know. The sazonzi.
Appreciate you breaking down. But he doesn't lie. Joe-nomics. He don't lie. He does not lie. So I was in the airport. Yeah. You're always in the background. Dynasty commodity. Was we not? So we paid for a concierge service that the minute we get off the plane, they take us off. I want to hook you. Tell the story. They put you in the Porsche and they drive through the airport to your car with your bags. Delta. We was on that runway that same day. We landed from Miami. Boom. And then we was gassing the girl. This girl was driving us and she was like, you know, they very careful on it. And we was like, yo, cut the shit off. She was like, you see that plane's gonna move. And I was like, yo, come on. Just swag around a bit. She was like, whoa, we can't do that. We gotta wait for the plane. And that's what the fuck happened in the party. The plane was landing and somebody was in the middle of it. Right. Could have happened a different interview today. A different interview could have been the rest in peace Joe Cut. She probably come out with the Fat Joe's greatest hits and shit. Yo, I got the album. I got the verses. Where's it at? Yo, sis, you looking beautiful. You shining. This Remy Network. Yes. It's the biggest shit in the world. You got the lawyers and everything, right? Joe calls me at least once a week. You sure the paperwork is good, sis? You sure everything is? You know, people wait when it starts.
I love that for her. I love that her Remy Ma network is blowing up. I love the network. I watch here and there when I can. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just really, really like, this is her second win. And I think that's why Pussy is really jealous and trying to suppress her, because she knows that Remy Ma is about to surpass him. She about to lap that ass. Like the videos. Now that she gotten rid of the dead weight of her husband, okay, her estranged husband, she is about to blow up. And I think it's time for Remy Ma. So many obstacles has come in the way between her catching those charges, going to prison, and this and that. She came out, she had to rebuild, she had no money, this and that, or whatever. This is her time. This is her time. What? Y'all bugging in the comments. My naughty crew be acting up, but I love y'all. They said Bow Wow got more hits than Porn Pussy. He sure do. Mr. 106 in Park sure do. At least Bow Wow charted. Yeah, Bow Wow was iconic status. I mean, and you know, I was gracious enough to grow up. My kids grew up with Bow Wow and Little Romeo and stuff like that. So I was kind of like forced to listen to his music and stuff like that, or whatever. Bow Wow got some bops. He do. He got some bops. He absolutely do.
But not people. I'm like, yo, it's cool. I think, all right, cool. 5 days later. Yes, sis, I've noticed the Remy Network. I see you guys in the top apps. Your paperwork is good. I'm just as like, you gotta appreciate friends like that. Cause now I'm calling them like, yo, we're good, right?
No,
Y'all close me.
Your lawyer's a great lawyer.
Tell them that something that crazy. It's not gonna be good. But it's been really, really, it's been an experience that I was not really expecting to enjoy and to like. I'm just like, oh, I got a network. I was trying to start my own talk show. You know, we were doing the Wendy show. We loved it. Everybody loved us on daytime TV.
Fucked it up.
That shit up.
We was killing them.
I loved them. I loved when she went on Wendy Williams' show, and I'm excited for her talk show. I cannot wait because J Hud is good and all, and Sherry Shepherd is good and all, but it's not. There's nothing like Wendy Williams in the morning. I actually miss watching Wendy Williams in the morning. Like, that was my go-to every morning because I had to get the hot topics and what she was talking about and stuff like that. So I'm hoping Remy's talk show channels that kind of energy in her own swag, of course. Okay, because Remy like the gossip. She could be a little messy and stuff like that, or whatever. But I do think she has the personality to carry a show, and I'm so proud of her for coming up with her own network and doing her own thing and being her own boss. Okay, because the demise of Wendy Williams ultimately was the corporation that she was signed of, a Merck, right? Yeah. They ain't had no understanding that she was going through a divorce. They just wanted her to be a workhorse.
That shit. We on Wendy. Boy, that daytime, that shit feels so good. The lights are different, James, and the cameras is
giving them the pain.
This shit is a different. We was giving them pain with it started there.
Afterwards, I'm like, you know, I was working on my solo show. And I was taking it to these different platforms, and the percentages that they was asking for and the portion that it was just ridiculous. Because I'm like, I'm me.
I'm doing everything, and I'm me.
It's not like you're building a new artist. Like, you've seen me when you see me on State of the Culture, you see me, like, you know, in the real, I've done, so you know I can do it. Why am I giving? So I was talking to my partners, and I'm like, yo, can I just put it on my own situation? He was like, you mean like your own network? Yeah. I'm like, no, I don't mean like my own network. But what you mean like on my own network? Like, what you talking about? We start talking, and we going through the discussions, and just kind of like, you ever like had an issue with your car or something because it was so crazy. By the time you finished, you know everything about the car. Like, it was like one of those type of situations. By the time I was done figuring out how the network works and how everything is needed and to just make it be what it is, I'm like, yo, everybody has the same problem. We have all of these great young content creators, people of color that have, you know, podcasts. They have there's people out here shooting whole movies on their own, whole series. That's fire. They don't have a platform, or they was just putting it on a tube. And yeah, it's tube, but unless people know to go to it, you're not going to get the view. They got to know already. So now I have this platform. Everybody's going to it because it's Remy's network. And I'm giving you a spot where you can just come and bring a talent. And that's,
Let me tell you my version of
it. Doing.
You already know when it's a real moment. You need a real bottle. That's why we
just saying.
It's Remy Network. She's giving everybody. So what you gotta understand is you're giving everybody a chance. You're giving everybody an opportunity.
Right.
Everybody who don't have the platform to put eyes on it.
Well, I got an independent movie. I can put it on Remy.
Yes.
If you make a movie, and let's say the movie's about a rapper that used to be a CO, and now, you know, he wants to be a rapper. And you come to me and you just give me the movie. That's your movie. It's not me. Like, I don't listen to, like, so whatever your movie is.
Yeah, you don't tell people what kind of movies to make.
I don't even watch all the ones. Like, I
just got a platform.
I'll be over there and I'll be on my own network like, oh, this movie fire. Oh, this series crazy. But I'm not in charge of, I don't curate the playlists or, you know, whatever's there. So any movie that you have, whatever, we give the artist, the creator, the director, wherever it is, a platform and somewhere where they can display their product in it.
You know, before the Remy Network came out,
I need to take the Naughty Love movement over to the Remy Network, chat. Can y'all imagine? But I think that's dope. She's giving other artists a platform and not making it so hard for them. Like, that's a lot of these platforms, they make it so hard for people to showcase their work and stuff like that. But I think that's dope. She's giving back to the community. She's giving independent artists opportunities to grow their brands. TT, I know you, James, Kim, all y'all be over there with me. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. Like, see how I can get over there.
was kind of fucking with D4vid for that. I seen this show called Me and the Lesbians. Something. He was sleeping with all the lesbians or some shit. Homeboy was here. Nah, he was getting
through, and he was like,
Yeah. And this guy, he was so lucky. He kept hitting that, knocking down the tough girl.
We gotta get Me and the Lesbians on Remy Network. Let's see if we can
Oh no, you gotta get that one.
We're gonna list it as
the lesbian homie.
We're gonna put it
smash one lesbian homie. All of them would say that's the proper way to say it, but not just that, you know, like your friend from up north. What we call that, like legit.
Like
full of tough girls,
like
right?
AG.
So he knocked down one. And then she told my friends.
Diamond said, I'm going with y'all too. Hell yeah, I will go over to Remy Network. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Wait till my subs get up. I'm going to start marketing myself around, child. It's bread to be made out here. It is bread to be made out here. Y'all like the video? Yes.
Oh, they say, yo, but you're not gay if you slept with a man. Now they always be like, well, you're going to know if you gay or not. If you sleep with somebody, they all kept coming to my man. They was like, bing, bing, you John, come on. Press your luck. I want to see if I'm fully gay or not.
So now
he was getting
sitting here on the couch.
How'd you find that move?
While I'm sitting on that couch, I realized
I saw the movie. I didn't actually see it, but I seen it advertised. I think it was on D4vid. Now that they talking about that, I'm gonna check that out this weekend, child. All the lesbians was going to the straight guy to see if they really lesbian. That's weird. That's called bisexuality, isn't it? I don't know. Sexuality confuses me now. Like, I'm from the old school. Either gay, straight. All this extra poly and what are the asexuals and I can't. I don't know. All I know is I'm a heterosexual female. Did I say that right? Yeah. And I'm monogamous. Yeah.
telling a regular random story that nobody asked for, was not solicited, nothing.
Now you see what
like
I got.
your friend from up north, you know, like why? What? Like why would you do that to my friend?
No,
This is like old friends catching up on the block. Like you pull up to the block, everybody pull up all of a sudden because we got a neighborhood like that by me in East Orange, where I grew up at, or whatever. And when the weather break, every once in a while, we all or somebody dies, we all pull up and then we start telling all these stories and stuff. This is what this feels like. I feel like I'm outside on the block with Remy, Jada, and Joe. Yeah.
She was like that when she.
yeah, it was about the.
No, she
he tried to finish.
I ain't lining her up, but she the real deal. She like, she proud of who she is. I'm not. All right.
You don't gotta say her name.
That's crazy.
I didn't say her name, Jay.
My regular friend. You know the way the internet. Oh, her friend is my regular friend. She got her old girlfriend. Like she's cool. Like
So Rem, you locked up. I know you're not pussy. Was there like fucking like pop diesel girls trying to fight you? And
somebody like she had more facial hair than you. Everyone. Every fight I had.
hair?
They got chicks in there with beards.
Goatees.
Oh my God. She said every fight I had, she had a fight with chicks with more face hair than Joe. Clarissa Coleslaw crash out. You hear that? Remy got them hands. Y'all don't even know. She boxed for. Hold on. Can y'all still hear me? That's a Remy. The first thing she said, like, ain't nobody scared of you, chick. Like, you think you the only one that got hands? The bigger they are, the harder they fall, bitch. Okay, let's talk about it. You a whole punk. I don't care. Clarissa Shields is a punk and a coward. Her whole image is smoke and mirrors. Guarantee it's smoke and mirrors. I don't believe nothing that girl say. And I believe she a whole punk out here in these streets.
No.
How? They made them? You can buy hair.
They drew this shit on?
The same way that they have,
Like, yo, Brent, relax. We going to y'all.
So now here was my thing, right?
I swear to God, I was that.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, some of it was just a little bit me just being me. A little bit was just a hating because I'm in prison in a women.
Let me tell you something. Everybody is beatable. Somebody just came in my comments. Remy can't beat her though. Everybody is beatable. How you know? How you know? And let me tell you something. Fighting in the ring and fighting on the streets is two different things. Everybody is beatable. My father used to tell me, I don't give a fuck how big motherfucker is, you fight. Even if you lose that fight, that motherfucker know you gonna fight their asses. And the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And let me tell you what Clarissa Coleslaw crash out downfall is. She's emotional. Remy know how to compartmentalize her emotions. Her though, she's emotional. Remy will make that bitch cry. Trust my words. And that's why she trying to handpick her fights. She ain't really fought nobody real that's gonna really, really challenge her like that. Child, y'all like the video. Don't get me started. Everybody's beatable, including her clown ass. Rest of Coleslaw crash out. She's definitely beatable. Alright? And unless she take her enhancement drug, smack, seems to be the only way she can knock people out. Don't get me started. She's a whole fraud. Y'all keep drinking that fucking Kool-Aid if you want to.
If you are a female that likes other females, but you look more like a guy, you more lit. Like, so all the aggressors was lit. These girls was having a family send a whole package to them. They go in the commissary, coming in, get here, fill out the commissary sheet. So they sitting in there like kings. They like this. And I'm sitting here like, first of all, they're not even really into girls like that. They only mess with if a girl only messes with you because you look like a guy, she's really not into girls. So
that's called gay for the stay. Yeah, that's what they call that in prison. Gay for the stay. A lot of them people, they go in there, they don't be gay, but they become gay for the stay, for the protection. If you know, you know, okay? That's what she's talking about.
So I really beat you the fuck up. I don't care. All that face you hit, you really not a dude. You really not a man at all. You probably got on panties right now. Like, I'm talking to them crazy. And they used to be trying to talk like they was real men.
Anti-gang, are you dumb? Are you okay? What the fuck wrong with you?
I had a problem with that. Like, who you talking to?
So you had mad fights with them.
Every fight I had. everybody except for probably one was with like a femme, a regular girl. Everybody else was like, people go, I smacked the shit out of everybody at this table. Not me. So you always gotta say something because you just said you're gonna smack the shit out of everybody at the table. Except for me, I just want the record to show that I'm not gonna get smacked. That's it. I don't want no problem, no smoke. Just not gonna smack me. That's it.
You know what's crazy? They be trying dudes inadvertently. Like they'll be like, like, yo, homeboy, say we doing the joint. Yo, Jada ain't, that. But what that mean if I'm rocking with him and you're gonna then you trying me?
Say some shit like, yo, I'll
You
press
trying to try me like, yo, my man, how about that spot, man? What's up?
Because you gotta say so. So here be the
What's
thing.
shaking? Like they try people like that.
With me, right? With me, I feel like people think that I think that I can't be beat. Or I think I'm so tough. It's not that. I just know that I'm willing to take it to the levels that some people are not going to take it to. Like, I'm not saying that you can't beat me up. Beat me up. But when I come, that like it would be one of those things. Like, no, I'm just let her wash me because I'm tired of her. I'm tired of her pushing my grandmother in front of buses. What she want? I'm tired of her. Like sending kids to beat up my god kid that's only 4 years old in daycare. I'm tired of her. I'm sick of her. Like,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I know some guys.
Okay.
Well, I'm wanted. Gotta push your grandmother in front of. Nah, I just can't get beat up. I'm not living with it, guys. I'm sorry. Y'all can hear Fat Joe got pounded out. Y'all can come to my house. Or
I think the difference is Remy is confident and she ain't scared. She not scared of much. And a fight is the last thing on her mind to be scared of or whatever. But I'm glad she's telling like candid, detailed stories about prison and stuff like that. I don't think I ever heard her talk like this candidly about her prison stay. It's crazy.
Hey, Fat Joe lost in a physical altercation. There we go. He's turned into a scholar. Harvard scholar, buddy. I don't care.
If somebody called me and was like, yo, Ram, I just heard Joe just lost a fight. Like, it was that. Like, I'm literally going to be where I'm going to the house. Like, I'm going to go.
No, you can come with the mariachi.
I'm calling
everybody.
Calling the lawyers. Like, y'all ready?
I know guys can't get beat up. I know guys that got beat up, disappeared for 6 months, came back. And man, it's a bad day for you. So you got to even be careful on who you beat up. Because there's some guys
that can't take an L.
They can't take an L. That's a lot of problems with the young kids too. They can't.
That's like on the series of BMF. What's that guy named, the dark skinned guy that kept haunting Meech and his brother Terry? What's that the one that was real crazy? I forget his name, his character name. Like he like one of them people. Like he just would not go away. I don't care how many times you shot at him, how many times he got beat up. He just kept coming back. That's the depots of the world. That is the depots of the world, child. He know what he talking about.
The L. Fights. But if they do fight and take the L,
I don't even think it's about taking the L. Everything is for social media. Before it was DJ money's the root of all evil. Now it's attention. Everybody, they don't care if it's good attention, bad.
Exactly. Oh, this is a segue into I know what we leading up to, child. But she is absolutely right. These folks out here is attention whores, social media whores. They'll do anything for a click, a view, a like to go viral. It's crazy work. The way people lose their rabbit ass minds over fucking a like, a follow, a click. It's crazy. And you see with Ressa Coleslaw, Remy Ma side bitch, let's call it what it is, how addicted to the social media she is, just like with Krishan Rock. Like, come on, Remy.
And then God forbid they get a taste of it. Something happened, they go viral. Now they're sitting there every day thinking of what's the next dumbass thing that I could do because I have nothing else really going on. So I can go viral again. You know what? Let me just say something.
Shots fired. Ressa Coleslaw crash out, dummy. So fucking dumb. I hope Remy dog walk you during this interview. One more time, shut that bitch up. While you and Porn Poo say running and jogging. Stinking asses.
Like, hey, I'm gonna be what are you guys? I'm gonna be an astronaut. What do you guys think? I should be an astronaut. Bro, you're dumb. No, you're not gonna be an astronaut. No, but they know people are gonna say that, and it keeps it going. So if you have these younger
This
kids
one
and
guy,
younger girls,
he's a grown man,
you see,
and I don't want
you gotta just keep talking. Don't let him get in. You have these younger guys and these younger girls that they get into an altercation. The first thing they're thinking, like, yo, it's gonna be all over the internet. I'm gonna be on whatever blog, and it's gonna be a video. It's gonna be people saying it. So now I have to up it even, or I'm not even gonna let it go to that point. I got to switch soon as it get crazy, and now your whole life is thrown away because for your fear of being the butt of the joke on the internet.
And it's crazy because I seen this one guy, and I'm not trying to disrespect you because you probably know who you are. No, I don't know his name or nothing, but he's a guy. He danced like the old school dance, and one time he did it, he went viral. Bro, I don't need to watch this guy breakfast, lunch, and dinner doing the same dance. He's at every party doing the same, trying to get viral again because he got viral the first time. This guy's dancing at every bar mitzvah, every day. Like,
the viral thing even crazier, right? Man, they don't even get no money for that. You don't get money for it. You get the just like the attention. Well, that's the guy from like.
Today's show is brought to you by.
Child, they don't get no money. Come on, Joe. Ain't they funny? She is spitting facts. But Remy's not an attention whore like that. If you notice, she rarely goes like live like that anymore. She go live, or she'll post when it comes to her projects or for fashion and stuff like that. But she don't just be going live just to be going live. I mean, some people need to take a page out of her book, okay?
Presenting sponsor.
Let me go for it.
Loud out here.
The president of the United States is tweeting that he's happy people are dead. Like literally, like
he's tweeting that what?
Yo, one of the guys, he was like the head of the FBI or something. He died, and he tweeted like, "Yo, yeah, I'm glad he's dead. Now he can stop harassing innocent people." Like he was investigating him as like. I was sitting there like, yo, his Gemini knows no bounds. Like he just.
Well, Trump is a Gemini too. Like y'all guys.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah.
Every time I try to figure out Jada kiss, I think
he do make
I go into the room.
Yeah, the president is in the Gemini club. Unfortunately, y'all like the video.
You know that shit. Every time I try to figure out Jadakiss, because he's some work. Don't think I'm just some work. He's some fucking work. I go into the Remy catalog. I said, why he's acting like that, baby? You know, why Remy would act like this right now? Okay, let me figure this out.
Change. I've changed. I'm going into my mobile era. I'm tired of paying people. I'm tired of getting sued. I'm tired of going to central bookings. Like, they do it a little nice in that. I don't go through the bookings like I used to, but they come and get you. Like I say, they walk you through the side. Either way, you're still in the bookings. Don't be confused. You're still under arrest. And I just don't. I feel like they taught us wrong. We all grew up. We all grew up thinking like, oh, you got to be the toughest. You got to be the hardest. And when it comes to the matters that actually matter in life, the people that you need to be cool and to get certain, they don't want the toughest person. They don't want.
I think Remy is entering into her soft girl era, her soft woman era. That's what I think is going on. And that's why she cleaned the house of all of the unnecessary nonsense. It's time for her to make her rich. Enough.
They meek. They're little sheep. They don't want to let a wolf in here. And if you come in there, 9 times out of 10, even when I come to now to the day, people like, yeah, that's Rem. We see it, but we know Remy Ma is somewhere in there.
She ain't in there no more.
She's in there.
She's a mom.
She's in there for sure. For sure.
Yeah, Ram, but you just said you don't like that shit no more.
Just because I don't like it, and just because I don't want to be there doesn't mean you always got to stay on point. You could drop me off. Anything could happen today, tomorrow. You drop me off in the hood, I'm gonna be good. I'm okay. I'm not that far gone. Wherever I'm at, jail, prison, Beirut, Africa, South America, I'm gonna figure it out. for sure, 100%.
I do not know where I was at. I think I was in Miami, Bell Harbor, something. I took the elevator, door open. It looked like a guy that it could go down with. Like, it looked like he could be a problem. In Bell Harbor, the nicest place in the world, the door open. I'm by myself. I see the guy, something rubbed me wrong. I said, oh shit. And then I realized he walks in, I walk out. I said, yo, this shit can get popping anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere. Like, I'm in Bell Harbor, about to eat some steak and sushi and shit and chill. And the door opened. And I said, okay, this guy, because you can tell when people don't like you. You know what I'm saying? You got that, real talk. You could tell when people got a vibe like, it's a vibe about them that you just like, all right, how about I don't like you either?
I was supposed to say, I'll be okay with people.
Yeah, me too. Like, once I turned 40, and I always been kind of like the same way, but I just stopped giving a fuck about what people think and just did me. Just be me. Like, love me or leave me alone. Like, but I don't have to convince anybody to like me. Either you want to like me naturally and we just click and it's cool, but I don't need validation from the world.
I can't. Go ahead. I'm waiting. I'm sitting here. It's so nice to hee ha ha. What? Why am I here? What are we doing? What's going on? What are we talking about? Tell me something. Jada got the nice nails all polished.
You got something to ask this woman that
Yeah, for the people. Y'all over here promoting violence.
I've never promoted violence.
Let's talk about Remy.
I never.
Listen, all I can say is when
you got everything going on. You're capitalizing and conquering land and having your network and doing shit. I call it doing shit. You get money and you living life beautifully and you know what I mean, handling business. How you gauge when to make music and release music? Is it when you get pissed off? Is it just when you hear something you like? Is it when you hearing a bunch of shit you hate? Or
So when it comes to music, and it's sad because music is that's my baby. That's how I got here. I tell people all the time, like hip hop is the most amazing stepping stone ever. You stand on that drum, you be an actor, you be an owner of a network, you have a hair company, you have coffee. All this just because you know how to rap good. Because let's be clear, the ones that don't really know how to rap that good, they don't really never really pan out for them. I had a conversation with somebody when they was like, I don't know. I always thought rappers are dumb. I was like, not the good ones. All the good ones I know, not only they're extra smart, they're funny. They could be borderline comedians. They're really smart. The whack ones, yeah, they're dumb. They're not too intelligent.
Oh, is that shots fired at Point Pussy? Are you dumb? Is that shots fired? Come on, Remy. Tell us some more.
So like when I realized I just used to want to be the nicest. I grew up listening to you, listening to X, listening to
that answer right there cut you off is the answer that is the perfect answer. And if you ask these so-called MCs, they will never give that answer.
Yeah, I just
wanted to be the best.
I just wanted to be the nicest ever. Like, and once people was like, "Yo, Brent really got," I was cool. Anything after that, I was cool with it. If I make some bread off of it, cool. If I'm able to put out another project, cool. But when you start doing other things, and be clear, I know my pen go. I am team nicest. None of these chicks and most of these dudes can't touch me when it comes to this rap.
You heard her. She said I'm team nicest. Can nobody touch me? Not Point Pussy, not Wrestle Coleslaw Crash Out Shields. None of her side bitches can touch Remy Ma, because she's the queen. When it comes to her pen. None of these side bitches can touch her. Keep telling y'all Point Pussy and Wrestle are her side bitches. Without her, they will not really even be that relevant. They won't even go viral. My opinion, said what I said. Go take it up with your mom.
But it's a gamble. And when you know you're nice and you gambling with your talent, it's frustrating. when you start doing other things and seeing how much more money you can make, guarantee money. Like I know for a fact my check is going to be there. I know for a fact it's going to clear. I'm not worrying about sales. I'm not worrying about getting on the road. It's going to be there. When you start realizing that you can take your other talents and make just as much, if not more money, unfortunately, your love and the music, it takes the backseat.
I think it might have fucked up the game though. Because me and him, you know, other than we doing this show, I don't know what he's doing, right? But this is my job.
You're a fucking liar because I just spoke to Dre yesterday. He told me you got a fucking boy. Why you lying? You're lying.
Listen.
What? You was about to say, you was about to say and tell me this is my job. This is
my job.
I just sent him a beat the other day. I just sent him some shit the other day that's crazy. So he's about to rap. And Dre just told me 24 hours ago, yo, crack ain't let you. I said, no. I said, oh, he hiding. So outside of the one
That's just when I got a day.
This is secondary for me.
Now he has a day off.
I think that's why they.
This is secondary for you.
It's my job. I call it 1B.
I like
Call it 1B.
But rapping.
1A off for after to the nail me to the 1A. But like she said, after people like us find other, you got all.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Everybody.
Juice.
Yeah.
I just seen a TS sweatsuit the other day.
Yeah, I need my TS sweatsuit.
Moving out there.
When you,
I told Slow, yo, up in YC.
Could happen though if once people start realizing the real bags is elsewhere, then you don't want them to.
If you think about,
well, it's not necessarily that it's elsewhere because you have some people who have
get
did both. Yeah. But there's this other particular group of people that they don't get it. I don't care how nice you are, how spiritual, lyrical, miracle, put them all together. Like when you get to the point and it's not creating income, it's not creating revenue, you're in your 40s, maybe 50s, and it has not hit like now. What do you do? And you sometimes when it comes to those people, they don't.
It sounds like she talking directly to her estranged husband. That's what I'm getting out of this. Juan Puse, hang it up. It's a wash. It's a wrap. That's what your wife is telling you. You need to find something else to do.
How to take it. Like you see how you like, yo, it's 1A, 1B, because you have the option to have that. Joe has the option to sit here on this couch. He can go do rewind. He can go sit in up NYC. He can go worry about some other property shit he got going on. And then if he decides to have one of the biggest producers in the game that happens to be our brother, send him something, he go in the studio, then he can. He can do it as he chooses. Some people, they don't have that liberty. They really in that studio every day, every night, trying to make a hit, hoping that it changed their life. And some people's life is just never going to change. Unfortunately. No, I'm not even trying to be funny. It's everybody can't be a superstar in music. Everywhere you go. Not me talking about
how hard is it for you to see stuff online and all that and just stay quiet and just because you've been a real adult.
Okay, we getting into the tea, y'all. Y'all like the video, we getting into the sauce. God, I'm gonna have to change the title of this whole video, but let's get into it. Let's take a deep breath. Woosah. We about to get into the stuff, okay? Here we go. Come on, Remy. We've been waiting to hear from you.
It depends because
he's growing. She's
growing.
I'm Joe on the way. Like, Joe, you're going to be mad before they call you and tell you, I'm telling you where I'm going. Bye. Hang up. Like, now it's more like, for me, when I know the truth, when you know the real, somebody sitting there talking lies about you, saying that you're a certain type of person and you know that's not you, I'm not.
Like the video, because they was trying to slut shame my girl. They tried to make it seem like she was out here being an adulterous Jezebel. And come to find out, that was on the other side. Rest of Cold Sore Crash Out is the slut. and Pompuse is the bottom feeder. Let's just talk about it. Professional homosexual, if you will, okay? Thumbs up the video, Knotty Crew. Thumbs up. We getting into Remy Ma's interview on Joe and Jada's podcast, which I thought was a very good strategic move on her part. Because F the Breakfast Club, F Angela Lee, F Melissa Ford, or whatever, letting that girl come on and play in y'all face. Because Remy Ma has blessed y'all platform so many times. Y'all should have had a lot more respect for my girl than that. Seriously. Because she came up there and blessed your mics on many, many occasions. And you letting this clown, this bozo, bring this sidekick up there to disrespect the queen. Come on, get y'all views. And I don't even go on Netflix for podcasts, okay? But I did for this one.
Arguing with you about who I am because I know who I am, and not for nothing, you know who I am.
Period.
You can lie to all the people that who you want. Now, when it gets to the point,
it's fair. Like when it's displayed on the cyber world.
What you mean, like
well,
relationship?
like
Yes.
That's like
They don't care.
so here's the thing.
but it's uncontrollable to a
Can't
point.
control it. And also you can't want people want the praise and the love when shit good. And then when shit bad, you gotta take it. You gotta take it.
Go to the hospital for the flu and throw the camera on. Yo,
here's my issue.
Prayers up. Like, yo, my man, if you don't get the fuck up out of here, my man.
I don't know how to argue on the internet. Like, I'm not arguing with nobody on the internet. I'm not going back and forth because I am going, as soon as you say though, or post the one thing that I'm at your doorstep. Also, 9 times out of 10, I probably want to do something to you anyway, and I don't want a track record. So
she like, fuck all this talking and this yin yang. What's up? I'm here. What's up? Clarissa, you a punk ass bitch. Remember Knotty said it. You a punk ass bitch.
You got to talk to yourself, say what y'all want, say whatever.
Man, they shit on me all day. Everybody in the world. I'm just, like, in real life, shit on for a living.
I'm not sitting here acting like I'm the toughest because I went to prison. I'm just, when I tell you nobody disrespects me. Like in real life, I
don't happen.
Have a great life. Like when I tell you nobody, and it's not because
I never get disrespected.
It's not because of my brother
on the internet.
No, it's not because of my brother. It's who I'm with. I've always got respect because of me. People respect me because of me, and not just because I'm saying you should respect, but I give respect. I'm not just a disrespectful person. I don't just like this. I realized it took me years to realize what people think you are is what they go by. So there's times
perception.
Perception. Where people think you are. That's what they go. It's been times I walk into situations and I felt the energy when I walk in the room. Like, oh, okay, I see what's up. By the time I'm going, everybody loves me. Because why would you not love me? I'm actually fire.
You got that Terror Squad DNA.
I just feel like when
the same way. I walk
lying.
By the time I leave, they're like, damn, that was a great guy.
Your natural reaction is to be like, that's not what happened. This is what happened. But I realize if you just do this,
sit back and be quiet, it'll all come out in the wash.
So I'm saying,
look, it all because she laid it all out, and now everything is coming to fruition. You know, and I'll be telling my daughters this: if you know you honest and you telling the truth, you don't gotta waste a bunch of energy trying to prove yourself. It'll all come out in the end. It'll all come out in the wash. It will, and that's what we are witnessing.
What's up? You don't even gotta say nothing. I don't gotta talk. I don't have to talk. I don't have to say nothing. And those who can't understand him, then maybe it's not for you. Can't fool all the people all the time. You can fool some of the people some of the time. And
I got one of my
not all the people all the time.
I got one of my mans.
Yeah, you can fool some of the people some of the time. You can fool some of the people all of the time. You cannot fool all the people all the time. It just doesn't work like that.
I got one of my best friends getting to me, and he's like, yo, one of our other best friends is talking about him, or former best friends. talking about him. He's like, yo, all I did. No, I'm talking about family shit. I'm just speaking in general. One of my best friends came to my house the other day. First of all, if he comes to my house, he's one of the beyond close ones.
Right.
So he's sitting down, yo, you believe such and such is talking about me and this and that. And, after everything I did for him and how I looked out and this and that. And I hear him struggling with it. I'm like, yo, bro, listen, it's going to get even ugly. Like, I've looked out for people and they dead ass went on camera and were like, he never gave me
what
nothing.
I tell you.
And I'm like,
Joe called me out. We be on the phone. Mind you, we only talk on FaceTime. Joe calls me on a regular call. I'm worried. Something's happened. Why are you calling me regular? We only talk on FaceTime. Bonnet, chest hairs out. That's how we talk, right? So he's on the phone, right? So he's like, sis, I'm the only one you call your body, right? I'm like, yeah, that's right, sure. But anyway, so he would call me and he'd be upset. Like, yo, I gave him this and I bought a new house and I got a new car and he was behind in the child support. And I used to, in my favorite line, I say it, it's like one of my mottos. People don't want what you give them. They want what you got. It's so funny.
Period. And that's what we are witnessing, what is going on with her side bitches. Porn Pooh saying Clarissa Coleslaw Crash Out. She wants to be Remy Ma so bad. To the point, not only is she copying her hair, her fashion style, she wanted her husband. Some people want the essence of you. That's what they be jealous of. She is so right. You can give a person the world and they still won't be happy. They still want more of you. It's crazy. She's facts though.
I hear people say it now. They probably don't even know that.
Slow. Jada just
people don't want what you give them. They want what you got. So you can give them a new house. You go get a new car. The same person that you just bought a house, they sitting there like, well, I ain't getting a new car. You pop out with the new jewelry on, just change your setup. All right, cool. This nigga walk around with new jewelry. I got the same. Oh, it's mine. So you have to come to a point. I had to really tell him one day. We sat down. I said, Joe, you don't owe nobody nothing. You don't owe nobody nothing. Your kids are grown. Everybody who's coming to you are grown with kids that are grown. I don't ask my brother for anything. I don't come to borrow no money from him. I don't come to help you. I got this crazy. People always got the craziest ideas that involve your money and their idea. I don't come there for that. You don't owe nobody nothing. Don't let nobody make you feel like you owe them. Let nobody make you feel like you don't deserve what you have. We don't know how long we're gonna be here. We have one life.
People will emotionally extort you. To the point they try to guilt you into feeling bad they'll try to make you feel bad for their failures. And I believe that's what was going on between her and Papoose. And I believe he got really, really jealous of her stardom. And he couldn't compete after a certain amount of time. And she got tired of carrying him. This is all facts.
Craziest shit. Friend or family member idea they had, they wanted you to invest in. What's the craziest idea you ever heard?
I had somebody wanted me to invest in a gambling spot. I said, you mean gambling with
go to the feds?
Of it being gamble? Yeah, I'd rather not.
I wonder who that was. Porn Pussy. Did you want Remy Ma to invest in a gambling hall? Porn Pussy remind me of them people that always have a new idea. Every week he got a new idea, new invest, but never could have no ideas about how to make money. Chill.
Nah, you could be like you want me to be the bank for your gambling? So yeah, okay. Yeah.
What was one of the
All type of shit. Food trucks, gambling spots.
Insane.
Okay, you don't go in the middle and be like, yo, I don't think you should ask him for that right now, God.
No, here's my thing. I feel like us, where we come from, that's the thing with us. Because I don't see somebody who goes to work I have this argument like, yo, you went to such and such concert, you ain't take me or you. I'd be like, so if I had a regular 9 to 5, right? And we had an office Christmas party, you wouldn't come. You wouldn't come. I'm not gonna be at work in my office. You're sitting in the coffee break room. You're not gonna. So let's treat. This is my job at the end of the day. So no, you're not coming. It's not a big party. We're not doing that. But you have people that be upset. I had a former friend tell me, you ain't never take me. I was never at no video shoots. I never, went to any of the parties and this. Like that's crazy to me.
You really wronged them.
Listen to me. I said, right. She had never been to any video shoots, never been in the studio with me, nothing. I said, but you were invited to my baby shower. You were invited to my wedding, my housewarming, like the regular barbecue that I have at my house.
Real love.
Things that matter.
They don't
But
realize
they don't care because that doesn't matter. So, because they're somewhere telling somebody else. I know Jada kiss.
That's because they trying to get in so that they can make their own connections behind your back. That's what that be about. And that ain't nothing but jealousy. But people's entitlement is out of control nowadays. Like, it's hard to even be just a basic friend. Like, why should you be privy to everything that's going on in my life? Like, nah.
Joe, well, why you wasn't at his party then? Why you wasn't on Joe and Jada then? If you know him, or if you know him, why you working 2 jobs? That's your friend? You working 2 jobs? I have to explain to somebody. Like one of my friends most of my friends that I have that's not in the industry are my friends that I did time with. Like those became my real friends because they were my friends when we was all in the same boat. You know what I'm saying? So one of my friends, she came to me, she had got into an argument with somebody that we was in. Just like, yo, you be going mad hard for her. She don't even fuck with you like that. You got 2 jobs. She should put you in position to this. She was like, I said, you want me to get? She's like, I didn't really know how to explain it to them. But I was just like, she's on some like, fuck you, I don't care. That's my friend, that's it. I said, explain it to them like this. I met you when we were incarcerated. I was 26 years old. You know how many friends I had before I got to you? You know how many family members, cousins, nieces, this, before I get to you. If I'm saying nobody has to work because you know me, you don't got to work, you don't got to do that, you get to drive the best cars in the best neighborhood. Before I get to a girl that I met when I was incarcerated, I got so many other people to get to before I get to them. Like, it's just never going to happen like that. It just doesn't make sense. And you got people that's out here that really think like that. They feel like if you are a celebrity and if you make money or you rich, anything that happens to you, you deserve it. If somebody attacks you, oh well, you shouldn't want to be famous. Oh, it's horrible. You get penalized for being famous. It's horrible. You're not allowed to have real feelings. You're not. You respond to somebody else. She must ain't got no work. She got time to. Nah, I seen yours because you the only one out of the 2,000 comments that's popping shit. So yeah, yours stood out. Now I'm a bomb on you and now you blocked. Took all of 10 seconds out of my life. I didn't lose a contract. I didn't lose nothing to wow you out. See how I just turned into the regular Remy right there?
No, because
it came right out of nowhere.
I answer the bum niggas and then everybody get mad at me. Yo,
but that's what the disrespectful bums of the world are banking on. They're hoping that they can disrespect you. No, they don't want a response. They're hoping that they can disrespect you, continue to disrespect you, and that either you or someone around you is going to say, don't respond to them. They beneath you. But in their world, they good in their world. In their world, they a big fish. Like I really had somebody tell me somebody who is nobody to me. Nobody. They more lit. You more lit than me because you're a clown.
Lit?
You're a clown. Like me, I'm the type of person. I rather don't talk about me. I've called blogs before, like, yo, take that post down. They be like, we were saying something good. I don't give a fuck. I want you talking good about me. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about me, period. Because you think because you posted something good about me, yeah, it's cool. So now when you come next week and post some fuck shit, you're gonna be like, well, you didn't say nothing when you posted that. Nigga, I know what type of time y'all be taking off your page.
I don't
before you run into me in a bathroom somewhere.
I don't get it. joeandjadashow.com. We got new.
Oh, she said you'll run into me in the bathroom somewhere. That's like a person walking around New York with bodyguards. I said what I said. That's why she walking around New York with bodyguards. Dumb bitch, bozo. Fast forward this.
Oh, that guy.
He was waiting for me. His arms was like a wrestler. Like Jim this guy was so. I looked at him, he tried to front of me. I said, my man, do you know you're
gonna need 100 more of you.
Like the nerve of you. Are you me? I was actually shocked. I was like, yo, I'm shocked. You're trying to talk to me. No, I thought you was talking about that night. That,
with the PMF dudes.
Miami
was crazy. So but some people watch this and be like, that's dumb. That's how you get injured. That's it. Me knowing my brother, and we're cut from the same cloth. The pain that I would be in, knowing that I let somebody punk me knowing, fuck it, I don't care if nobody's there. It's me and the one for me knowing that I let you get away with that. I can't sleep. So we might as well just shake this shit up.
They was chasing your favorite rappers down the strip all over. You heard this?
You keep talking about.
They were chasing all your favorite rappers.
They wasn't chasing Styles and Sheep.
No, they wasn't.
Who the fuck was they chasing?
Man, it was bad out there. It was a sad day for hip hop. Let me tell you something. I had a couple of sad days for hip hop where I looked around and I was the only guy. I swear, yo, I'll tell you a quick story.
Never a quick story. Talk about these kind of things because I'm affiliated with some really dangerous people and a lot of shit happened and they helped all type of people. I've seen all type of shit happen to executives, artists, so-called gangsters, drug dealers, kingpins,
You ever seen something?
ladies.
You ever seen something happen to me?
No,
You ever seen something happen to you?
No, you haven't seen anything happen.
What we saying is, what I'm saying is,
so we good, and there goes what I'm talking about.
It's nobody ever did anything to me in this music industry besides words. So it's no example.
But that's
I haven't had a physical. It's been so long. I didn't.
That's how I feel.
Nah.
But I'm telling you.
Outside everywhere.
I'm outside. Y'all see me.
Everywhere.
What
And I don't
it's me.
Let's talk about the Yankees. Let's talk about the Knicks. Let's talk about
But I think we've all been blessed enough to make it to where we are now. I never thought.
But the reason I brought that up is what I'm telling you is I be looking sometimes I don't know more. I had a name for them too, and don't say it. Scott Rizzy, you gotta use the bathroom. Scott Rizzy. No, they got a new one, Trim Fire. Trim Fire. Yo, kids, Trim Fire moment. But I look at the blogs, and dudes be talking mad reckless in the blogs, like yo, if I saw a homie out this, I don't know where that.
Once I see anybody making any type of physical threat on social media, I automatically think you pussy and you're not gonna do nothing. It's either two things. It's either you're done or
Ressa is all bark and no bite. Trust me. She ain't this tough. All that shit she be doing on the internet, it's all cat. She a big ass punk. I'm sorry. Like, I have no respect for her. Not even for her career anymore. I don't give a fuck. Like, you got 2 gold medals how many years ago? What you doing now? Ducking and dodging, you punk ass.
and you want to go to jail, and you're just leaving a record of it. So when you do it and they come back, they can be like, "You only got to go to trial. Right here, you said you was gonna do it, you did it."
Or somebody
either
did
that,
it
or you don't plan on doing nothing because why? Why would you do that? Why are you sitting here like what? What possessed you? Like somebody got you so mad that you went on this like, and when I catch you and when I see you, I send something like that to your personal phone, but I would never put nothing like that on the internet. It just doesn't make sense to me. And most of the time, it never happened. You see the follow-up video a couple of months ago where they was in place and someone came and said, this is not worth it, and they squashed it. Like,
that's nuts.
All the time. Like, all the time. I know people who literally was doing something knowing that they never had no intention. This person was the last person they ever wanted to run into on the quiet street. It was talking crazy, but they felt comfortable doing it because they knew 9 times out of 10, if and when they ever ran into this person, it was probably going to be somewhere in a type of setting like this, where somebody's going to have enough or a little bit of sense to be like, chill, don't do that, yo, y'all can talk, come over here, whatever. Fortunately, unfortunately, some people don't really be on it like that. Some people's like, oh, okay, you said that, won't stand on it. Don't think we could come later and piece it up, because now, unless you plan on apologizing or piecing it up, the same way you were disrespecting.
50 Cent gonna have to fight like 18 people or something, right?
First of all, 9 times out of 10, the people he be arguing is never even gonna. They're not even in the tax bracket to be in the rooms that he be in. That's one. And if he happens to be in the same place,
Period. For Poussey and Clarissa would never be in the same rooms at 50 Cent. Only reason why Clarissa was down at Shreveport, that's because 50 invited her and this and that or whatever. He's a fan of boxing and stuff like that. Other than that, she not going to be in the same circles. That bitch too ratchet. They will put her out as soon as she start running her mouth. They will put her out the fucking rooms.
Moving how he's supposed to move, like a super rich mogul that he is. Yeah, everybody talking all crazy, but they be running around with the. Do you see what's on my arm? Do you see? Why would I be standing in this hole in the wall waiting for you to come over here because you can't possibly think you're just gonna come over here and do something to me? Yeah, they do all that and they be having security. I encourage anybody.
I don't think that's an issue no more. Right. Back in the days, you used to say, no security.
No, people,
and all. I don't think
still be trying to pull that card.
Yeah.
Security. You got. If you
It's gonna cost you more.
No, you're worth anything.
Security than
No.
$7 million bill.
Or not even that, because I just feel like if you have anything that you feel is worth anything, you are supposed to protect it. And in most situations, we are the brand. Yeah. Why would I let your bum, dusty, dirty, peeling back, cuticle ass hear me? You're never gonna touch me.
See, that thing right there y'all just talking about was Styles had a big problem with.
What?
Stabbing niggas, shooting niggas, doing all that. It was costing them
allegedly.
So he started eating plants.
So figuring it out.
I don't even think you know what it is. I love Styles. Like I went to his suspension. The problem with some of us, and I'm not gonna say, but someone like Styles, we grew up different. We grew up where you can't just say you're gonna do something to somebody and then see them and don't do it. You can't threaten people. You can't even really come in my space and disrupt what I got going on here, because who you talking to? But we live in an era where people don't care. I know for a fact that there are people who know if you go up to Fat Joe and you say X, Y, and Z, it's probably not gonna end well. He's gonna react. There's certain people that I know I might walk up to and I say this and they ain't gonna do nothing. So they come hoping like, I know he's gonna do. I hope he do just enough so that I can get some money out of it. But I don't think he's gonna kill me.
You know how many lawsuits Mike Tyson paid for? Mike Tyson might have.
Why are you playing with Mike Tyson? Like,
why test Mike Tyson just to get country here?
Listen to me. People all the time. Stop playing with
rhinoceros.
Stop playing with real niggas. People be out here playing with real niggas. People be out here playing with people that really they not playing with you. They not used to the disrespect. They not used to the internet hee ha ha shit. And it's gonna be an issue. Like I really be sitting in my crib sometimes like I should turn this shit up. And then I'll be like, you know what? All I'm gonna do is make another nobody lit. All I'm gonna do is get somebody who probably wouldn't have been able to go on that trip. Now they on the trip. I done literally paid them and watched them on trip with my bread, like watching them.
If right now I have an argument with a dude coming outside this building, and they film me, all of a sudden Pedro becomes famous. Somehow he's arguing with Joe. He's nice. Telling the story. I did the 2 to 4.
That's what that Britney chick tried to do to Remy on Love and Hip Hop and try to make up allegations that Remy put hands on her and stuff like that. It was all thrown out, but it's a lot of clout chasers out here, and that's where you have to be careful.
Sing, sing, banged out at the guards. Yo, my man, you know body, right?
Yeah.
But we gotta be careful because somebody could get us upset. So,
And
you
then,
know, I see you run down the stairs.
Nobody knew who the fuck they was. They was living in their fucking corner, crusty house, eating ramen noodles. Now they lit because you said something to them.
I don't understand that.
It's crazy. It's happened to me before.
With music, no, it's happened to you. With music, right? Let's get back to the regular schedule program. With music, where you at with your music? Are you ever coming out with music? Are you like,
me?
You
Listen to this. I mean, all right, so here's the thing. Right? Here's the thing. I might be I used to clown Dre from Cool and Dre for this because Dre had the most amazing award-winning album for like 20 years that's never come out.
Dre.
He keeps taking, like, we were like, yo, put it out. It's fire. It's crazy. He'll take another song out, put a new one in. Take another one out, put in. I've been doing that. See, mine's is a little bit different. Prior to COVID, everything was lined up to go. I decided to have my daughter. I had my daughter that pushed things back. I thought it was only going to push it back a couple of months. It pushed it back about 2 years. Pushed it back about 2 years, and then COVID happens. That had like another 2 years. We come out of COVID, and I just been doing State of the Culture in the crib online, cracking them. Like, all right, hold on, wait. The music is cool, but let's figure out how to get into this bag over here. This shit, I ain't even have to leave the crib. So it's like we would do shit. Me and Joe, we'll do shit, or I have an urge. Like I came here today. I was in the studio last night. I hear a beat or something that inspires me, or I just think of something. Like I feel like as artists, sometimes something like, oh, that's fire. I gotta put that down. And I feel like it's time. This year is the 20-year anniversary of my first and only solo album. 20 years this year. Wow. Still step on that stage, shake it with Conceited. Shake it with whatever. Shake it like that. So
you know, she gets a big no-no if she gets upset when I start dancing at her shows, like behind her, like, we all in it. Apparently, you don't think I could dance, right?
It's a lot of hips going on. He do this with his lips. Like, it was only this particular song. When this song, he does this little hip thing. He got the lips. I'm like,
I'm in his zone.
You see the snap? You see the snap? But I feel like it's time. A couple of times that I wanted to put music out, I feel like we were in a different climate. I feel like it's time to make bitches rap again. Like y'all gotta start rapping again. And who else better than me than to be like, yeah.
You know, I always feel like you're the best female rapper.
Jada Kiss doesn't feel like that. I'm not in his top 5 female rappers. I saw that episode.
How you gonna say that?
I saw the episode. I'm not in his top 5 female rappers.
I don't like.
You don't like this?
No, because it's too many of y'all.
That's strange. I never felt it hard to put you in my top 5. So it's too many.
You in my top 5.
Nah, I'm in your top 5 because I'm sitting here right now. Nah.
Watch the next show.
Y'all don't know this.
Doing it.
You know my first single ever, Jada Kiss was on, like, it never came out. Like, it came out, but it didn't come out. It was when I was on Loud Records. Right after I started my deal, maybe with Loud went under. I had a record, it's called Monster. And Jada was on. It was my first ever.
Rem always been tight.
And you supporting the ladies, man. You just did Angela Renee Simmons.
You forgot the name.
Just doing anything.
Yo, this
guy's crazy.
Yo, no. I'm just saying.
Saying anything.
Yeah.
20-something years, but this guy's crazy.
Really?
He's crazy.
Listen,
really?
She did call me, ladies and gentlemen. Give me the tutorial. Kiss. This is how you gotta. This is what you need to do for that. You see the number.
You gave him the Surgeon General. You gave him the warning on it.
Listen, I said
they was doubting, and they didn't think it was gonna
my
work.
Gemini brother was having. I said, I don't know. I don't think they said girls don't have to pause. No,
you don't have to.
But girls don't got to pause.
For what? They're the ones. They're the opposite side of pause.
It's a great thing.
Yeah, when they
you want to get something.
When they
All right, you guys, that is the interview Remy Ma did. She threw a lot of subliminals. Yes, she did. It's been a long time since her first album, 20 years. That is a long time. I hope we get new music from her. I love the freestyle that she dropped or whatever, and yeah, it's cool. And I'm gonna have to change the title of this whole video. But that was good. That was decent. We kind of understand where her headspace is or whatever. She spoke indirectly to the washed up rapper Point Poussey and his side bitch Clarissa Coleslaw Crash Out. And I agree with Remy. I think Clarissa's a whole big ass punk out here. Like, you know how people be big for no reason. Like, motherfucker be big and he just be sitting on the couch playing video games. Like, nigga, ain't you playing football or something? Do something with all that weight or something like that. Like Ressa is big for no reason. She a whole punk. Her whole career is smoking mirrors, and Pompuse is going to drain her career. Watch and see. Mark my words. So I thought it was dope. I was happy. It makes sense that Remy went over there. It made sense that Remy went over there. Hello? What's up? No. Another inspection? Okay. All right. You have my permission. Okay. Nobody's home. Nope. All right. Mhm. Hold on. Can you hear me now?
And if you didn't see it, you really, really need to check it out, man. She shows you what class personified really is. And it's kind of crazy because I know a lot of people tuned in and they wanted to hear and see her go off on Papoose and that habitual side chick, Clarissa Shields. But she didn't. It was classy and it's about her. And it led me to realize that the way you pay people back is to blow up. Or as the females say, glow up. Like Remy's blow up has rendered Clarissa Shields and Papoose obsolete. Message, that's a lesson to everybody, man. When people attack you, just level up and then make them obsolete. She's an eagle. Where she's soaring at, they can't get in that altitude. Shout out to Rem.
Shout out to you, Mr. Skinny. Thank you so much.
Remy Ma.
That's a very good way of
Remy Ma. She did it.
sorry. That's a very good way of putting it. Like, the best way you could pay people back that are trying to pray for your downfall is show them your success. That is the best payback.
Don't like me, and what are you going to do about it? Are you going to, you feel me? You're not gonna do anything. You know, like you're not gonna do shit. All that mumbo jumbo, all that talking, all that tweeting, you're not gonna do nothing. So just move on, move along, go on with your life. To keep trying to mention me and talk about me and you so paid and you got so much money and you so rich and you so pretty and you got your life all the way together. Listen, anybody who's making videos about little old me, excuse me, big old, whoa, big old me, your life is not all the way together, honey. And that is just facts. It's not all the way together. You're low vibrational. I am a Hall of Famer. I'm a fighter. I'm a boxer. A world champion 19 times. And there's no way that so many healed women should be triggered by me. If you have it going on and you're all this and all that, you should be good, right? But what I'm seeing is that people are faking to have their life together, faking to be good. You don't people faking to even be rich and paid. You're not, because people who are rich and paid, we don't shit on other people.
Yes, you
And we
do.
don't do it every single day.
Shut the fuck up. Yes, you do, bitch. You give me broke vibes all day. You give me phony, fake, smoke and mirrors. You give me low self-confidence, low vibrational, and that's why you want to be a side chick to Remy Ma and Paul Poussey. Period. At the end of the day, you know why she mad at Remy? Because that divorce ain't going forward. Period. I'm about to get out of here, you guys. I can't with this one. We want to end on a positive note. Remy Ma did great. She carried herself with class and grace. And fuck around and find out. Step to me if you want to. Okay? All right, y'all. Until next time, I'm out. One.